Good morning, everyone. Oh, here we go, our third day of the heat wave. This is Lori from My Garden in Bloom, my garden here in Zone 8B up by Oregon. It is July 8th, I think. Might be the 7th. Anyway, it's going to be 104 today, the hottest day, and then it's going to start going down in temperature. I wanted to talk about my hydrangeas and how they did in the heat waves. This one did really well. This has been a very hardy. Oh, look at that beautiful bird. Hello, good morning. It has been a very hardy hydrangea. I started it from a start. I put a branch down in the dirt from the mother hydrangea, which was out front. That hydrangea was huge. I mean, it was 9 feet, and I'm not kidding one bit, 9 feet tall and probably 8 feet across. But I had the problem with, I don't know if it was because whoever owned the house before just didn't take care of it. The hydrangea hardly ever bloomed. It bloomed on one side, the side next to the house. So eventually I got rid of it, but I had got a start off of it, and this is that start. I had it in one place in my yard and decided that it was taking up too much space, and I moved it over here where I have more space. But if it's like its mother, it's going to get great big, it's going to get huge, and I'm not sure if I want a hydrangea here that gets that big. I'm thinking about taking it up, cutting it down, digging it up next spring and putting in a smaller variety that, you know, might get as big as this, and it will stop. It won't get like 8 feet tall, but I don't know how tall that hydrangea was because it in the front yard, the mother plant, because it was here when Wally bought the house. So I have no idea how tall this thing might get. I love it. It's wonderful in vase. You know, it's a filler flower in the vase. Look how pretty it is. It's a lace cap. Gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Withers a little bit when it gets really, really hot, but any hydrangea would that was out in the pure sun, except for a limelight. A limelight hydrangea will take all the heat, all the sun, and it will never wither. And I know that because I have one at the other side of the house. Gorgeous limelight. It was made into a standard, so it looks like a tree. It's beginning to bloom. That thing is so gorgeous. And a pollinator attractor. Oh goodness. And there's that hydrangea. Right down here is another hydrangea. This is by Minovia, and it is Seascape Ski. I'll have to look up the name on there. I've had this hydrangea for 4 years, and this is the first year it's bloomed. Look at that gorgeous bloom. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I got so many times I almost threw that hydrangea away because I didn't think it was ever going to bloom. Now, what is wrong with it? And I actually just kept throwing it around in different parts of the garden. Obviously, I found a place that it likes. So, I'm not sure if I want to keep that there. And I'll have to look at how tall it gets. I might just take this one up and replace it with this. But you know, this thing is in the shade. I don't know if it's going to like full sun like this one will tolerate. Oh, I wish I remembered the name of that one. It is beautiful. I love the pink. I love that on the outside of the blooms, it's white in the middle and then pink around the edge. That is gorgeous. Okay, we're going to take a quick walk. There's one of my shade gardens. It gets the sun in the morning. Oh, sounds like the neighbor's coming back. He owns a construction business, so he's always moving his trucks around. I apologize for the sound. Oh, look at these. I love these 3 pots. Gorgeous. up. I'm watering things this morning before it gets 104. I'll have to water these twice today. Lilies are still looking really good. Now here's a hydrangea that I really like, and I knew when I planted it here that it would only get 3, I think actually it said 2 to 3 feet tall. It's always been in the shade, so I don't know how it would do in the full sun, if it would be a good one to replace. I think this one is stunted a little bit because it's underneath the tree and it fights for root space. But I do like that there. Isn't that gorgeous? The dark blue. I actually put, is it acidifier? Down below it in the spring to make sure that it turns bright, bright blue. And then I have another hydrangea over here. This one, again, I got from a rooting. So it was from a house that I'm not familiar with. It's quite a ways away, so I can't really look at the growth of the mother plant, but I think it only gets like about 4 feet tall. I think it's almost at its full growth right there. But that one does not like the sun. Do you see that weed in the middle of there? Oh goodness. Anyway, it does not like full sun. It really withers, and I have to give it extra water. And then I have this beautiful Stargazer lily, and it's pink. One of the things that I would say about the Stargazer, this is its 3rd year, so it's taking off, but it's not as bright pink as it has been in previous years. I'll have to read about it and see if maybe that's something that I could replace. I think I would just rather, oh goodness, neighbor's making a lot of noise. He's such a nice guy. I'll forgive him. Anyway, maybe I'll just read up on what's the best hydrangea to put over in the other side of the yard, because that one is going to get full sun. It does start getting shade probably around 3 or 4. But I'm afraid it's going to get huge like its mother. Oh, he was just dropping something off. The neighbor. Here's something that I'm so excited about. See this clematis, whichever way you like to pronounce it. I have tried for years to grow one, and I'm successful. Not only does it have a bloom on it still, it has 2 buds, so it's going to bloom clear into July. Maybe not August, but July. Lilies are going to bloom. Oh, those are going to be so pretty. Anyway, that's my dilemma that I'm trying to decide. If I want to remove that hydrangea, I'm going to be sad if I do. Not this one, but the one over on the other side of the yard. I just think it's going to get too big. I don't think this one likes the sun. I think it likes the shade. I think that one likes the shade, even though it gets some sun. It doesn't really like it, you can tell it. I'm trying to think. Oh, I have one more hydrangea out in the front yard. It is a Can Dance. It's a Proven Winners. Can Dance Will Do. Can Dance variety. Yes, it's a Proven Winners. But I don't think, I have that one underneath the tree, and I don't think that it likes the sun. So I'm going to have to try to find a hydrangea. Isn't this flower bed beautiful right now? Oh, especially when the lilies bloom. I have some dahlias that I put down here that I was running out of space. Hopefully they'll not mind that they're in the shade in the morning. Dahlias like full sun. So that's my dilemma. What do I do with this hydrangea? I just don't think, I think it's going to get too big. And I don't want a huge hydrangea over here, and I better deal with it before it gets any larger. My lilies are just about ready to be spent here. They were really beautiful, bright like that. I put them in some bouquets. So pretty, but they're almost finished. What do you think? Should I dig it up? I know I should dig it up and get rid of it. and replace it with something that won't get so big and can tolerate pretty much full sun at least 6 hours a day. Such a dilemma to have. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If you're in this heat wave, just try to water as much as you can. Tomorrow, in Oregon, in my area, tomorrow's going to be 91 and then down into the 80s after that. Oh, it's going to be so nice. We make it through one more day of the heat wave. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.